Subhanallah walhamdulillah, Subhanallah walhamdulillah, Subhanallah walhamdulillah. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Fata'ala Allahu al-Malikul Haqq. Fata'ala Allahu al-Malikul Haqq. Fata'ala Allahu al-Malikul Haqq. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Wassalatu wassalamu ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wasallam. Wa ba'd. Assalamu alaikum, my brothers and sisters in Islam. My name is Muhammad Awal Amin. I'm from Nigeria, indigent of Niger State, Ada Tiraka Government, Niger State, a village called Go inside Ada Tiraka Government. That's why I'm from that mountain, that's my village. I'm in your tribe. This is my number 91 video. So I come to this Lagos now to find some television inside Lagos Novo area. Lagos City Novo area. Masalacha sa Lagos City. So every time when you come to that mountain, that's where I find me to living. My business is selling sponsors for $5 I'm selling. So today's topic is about translation of the Quran. You see the Quran has 7 translations. Do Allah Sakata 7 heaven and 7 earth. And then also say that if you bring forth 7 seed out to the supply, yet the word of Allah will never be exhausted. Truly Allah is almighty and all wise. That is how the translation of the Quran is up to 7. But the one that I want to explain is 4th translation of the Quran. That's what I want to explain. So you see, Quran has 7 translations. The way Allah created 7 heaven and 7 earth. Then Allah said that if you bring forth 7 seed out to the supply, yet the word of Allah will never be exhausted. Truly Allah is almighty and all wise. Look at the verse here. See the verse. Then Allah said in Surah Al-Israel, chapter 17 of the Holy Quran, verse 44 said, تُسَبِّحُ لَهُ السَّمَاوَاتِ السَّبْعُ وَالْأَرْضُ وَمَنْ فِيهِنَّ. It says 7 heaven and earth. 7 heaven and earth and all that therein glorify Him. Meaning, Prophet told Allah, it says, وَإِن مِّن شَيْءٍ إِلَّا يُسَبِّحُ بِحَمْدِ رَبِّهِمْ وَلَكِنْ لَا يَفْقَهُونَ تَسْبِيحَهُ إِنَّهُ كَانَ حَلِيمًا غَفُورًا. It says, there's no routine but glorify the praise of Almighty Allah. But you understand that they are glorification. So Allah said, تُسَبِّحُ لَهُ السَّمَاوَاتِ تُسَبِّحُ لَهُ السَّمَاوَاتِ السَّبْعُ وَالْأَرْضُ وَمَنْ فِيهِنَّ. It says 7 heaven and the earth and all that therein glorify Him. So when you come to arrangement of Quran, you treat the Quran with respect, you arrange the Quran, Allah say arrange it. The one that He first mentioned, you do in the second one. You see every command of Allah is following one another, do Allah say arrange it. Look at it. Do Allah says 7 heaven, samawati, that is plural. Sab'u samawati, that's plural of samaw. Then also the same 7 earth. So all that therein glorify Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So you see, do Allah say created 7 heaven and 7 earth. That's how the translation of Quran is up to 7. Just again, what was Surah Al-Kahfi, chapter 18 of Quran, verse 4 and 9 said, قُلْ لَوْ كَانَ الْبَحْرُ مِدَادًا لِكَلِمَاتِ رَبِّهِ لَنَفِدَ الْبَحْرُ قَبْلَ أَن تَنفَدَ كَلِمَاتُ رَبِّهِ وَلَوْ جِئْنَا بِمِثْلِهِ مَدَدًا. He said, if the sea were to ride the word of Allah, then the sea will exhaust. The word of Almighty Allah will never finish. Then even though you bring forth another seed for it, it will end. Meaning it will finish. The word of Allah will never finish. You continue doing that, it has no end. Then it didn't stop at there. Allah said in Surah Al-Luqman, chapter 31, verse 27 said, وَلَوْ أَنَّمَا فِي الْأَرْضِ مِنْ شَجَرَةِ الْأَقْلَامُ وَالْبَحْرِ يَمُدُّهُ مِنْ بَعْدِ سَبْعَةِ أَبْحُرٍ مَا نَفِدَتْ كَلِمَاتِ اللَّهِ إِنَّ اللَّهَ عَزِيزٌ حَكِيمٌ. He said, if all the things on the earth were paid and the sea were in with 7 seed out to the supply, yet the word of Allah will never be exhausted. Truly Allah is almighty and all wise. Then the Allah said 7 heaven and 7 earth. And then Allah said that if you bring forth 7 seed out to the supply, behind it, out to the supply, then those sea will exhaust. The word of Allah will never be exhausted. Truly Allah is almighty and all wise. That is how the translation of the whole Quran is up to 7. Then the one that I want to explain is 4th translation of the Quran. So 4th translation of the Quran, from FATIHA to NASI, that is Allahu Akbar that appear in the left hand side of every mankind body. 4th translation of the Holy Quran from FATIHA to NASI, that is Allahu Akbar that appear in the left hand side of every mankind body. Look at it here. You see it here. Then look at how it is. Immediately when you start forth your salah, either in Jami or you are alone, then you're standing from the brain on the left side, reach your leg on the left side. That is elephant that is standing on the left side. Look at it here. Look at the elephant here. Then immediately then your hand palm reach your waist up. That's Allah. The way alpha of Allah is 5. That's how the finger, your hand is 5. And then when you observe your hand palm is Allah. Look at it. Alifun, lamun, 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 ha'un. You say ha'un. Allah. Then when you start for Salat, Minister will say Allahu Akbar. You leave your hand at top, don't bring it down, because when you bring it down, you don't say it. Then your hand part reach your waist top, that is Allahu Akbar. Then you will now observe the cup of your hand outside that. Outside. You say it as cup outside. Kafu, Ba'un, Ra, reach your leg. Look at it. Kafu, Ba'un, Ra, reach your leg. So see. You leave your hand on top, because I'm bringing it out, you don't see it. So you see that your hand, umpire that's at the top, that's allowed. Then observe the cup of your hand outside. Careful. Look at it here. Careful. Then from here to here. Bow. From this joint to this joint. Bow. Look at bow. Then round from that joint to the ground. That's round. Look at it round. And then the round come aside at the time that when you get up from sleep, you stretch your leg. You stretch your leg, and then if when you are standing, when you stretch your leg, you see Ra'un has come aside. That's Ra'. So you see Allahu Akbar that appear in the left side of every man cupboard. And then here, when you look at it here, I do it two way. Either you do like this, you say Allahu Akbar, or you do like this. You see something. Either you say Allahu Akbar like this, you put your hand, or you do like this. Look at it. You see it? Two way. And then when you look at it, see how we are writing it. So we are writing. Then Allahu Akbar that appear in the left side of every man cupboard. Allah Subhanahu said a prophet to be a Nazirun, a warner, to warn you about Allahu Akbar that appear in the left side of every man cupboard. Meaning to remain obedient to Almighty Allah, be obedient to Almighty Allah, follow the command of Allah, do Allah wanted how He wanted, exactly the way He wanted. Then, as of those of you who are not doing it well, and of those of you who are not doing it at all, then those one, they are the one that choose for themselves left hand side, Ashabu Shiman. And then they are the one that will glorify Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. That appear in the left side of every Makabari inside hellfire. Then look at it here. They are the one that will glorify Allah with Allah that appear in the left side of every man's body inside Jahannam hellfire. That's first translation one from FATIHA to NASI. Then look at it. When we go to Surah Al-Fatiha, we started from Surah Al-Fatiha, look at how it is. Allah said, end of the Surah Al-Fatiha says, Surah Al-Ladina An'amta alayhim غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. Allah says, mention, say that the way of those who you bestow your grace, not the way of those who you end your anger with, and not of those who went astray. Not the way of those who went astray. Look at the verse. This verse is talking about three kind of people. The way of those who you bestow your grace, meaning the way of those who follow command of Almighty Allah. The way Allah wanted, how He wanted. Which is Surah Al-Lazina and Amtari. The way of those who you bestow your grace. When Allah says that, don't do this, they will not do it. Don't do this, they will not do it. Do this, they will do it. Don't do this, but do this. They will do it exactly what Allah said, how He wanted it, exactly what He wanted. You see those one? They had one. Then again, غير المغضوب, that is munafiq. They see the command of Allah, but they will not do it the way Allah wants. What Allah doesn't want, that's what they want to do. That is غير المغضوب, which is munafiq, hypocrisy. ولا الضالين, and none of those who went astray. Then those who went astray, those one, they are the one that are not doing it at all. They are not doing command of Allah at all. Doesn't even know it. Not going to do it. So look at it. You see three type of people. Let's talk about. Then look at it here. When we go to Surah Al-Isra'il, Allah give us command, three command is salat. In Surah Al-Isra'il, chapter 17, verse 10. Allah said in Surah Al-Isra'il, Surah Al-Isra'il, chapter 17, verse 6 and 110. Verse 6 said, وَقُرْآنًا فَرَقْنَا تَقْرَأُهُ عَلَى النَّاسِ عَلَى الْمُكْثِ وَنَزَّلْنَاهُ تَنزِيلًا. And the Quran in which you have divided into parts in order to Marsa to remain at interval. وَنَزَّلْنَاهُ تَنزِيلًا, and it is a revelation with a veil. So Allah said, we divide the Quran into parts. Then let us cover how many parts. The Quran has how many parts Allah said divide Quran. When we go Surah Al-Isra, Surah 10 said, قل اتقوا الله واعبدوا الرحمن أيما تنول قل أسماء الله كالحسنى ولا تجعل بصلاتك ولا تخافت بها وابتغي بين ذلك سبيلا. He said, call Allah or call Ar-Rahmani, by whatever name he call him, same. For him belong the best name. Then the first command Allah said, وَلَا تَجْعَلْ صَلَاتِكَ. Neither allow the salah, meaning don't allow the salah. You see, that is first for one. Then the second command said, وَلَا تُخَافِتْ بِهَا. No, you hide the meaning, don't hide the salah. That is second part one. Then the third command said, وَابْتَغِي بَيْنَ ذَلِكَ سَبِيلًا. But follow it with it. You see, that is third part one. Look at it. Look at it. See the verse here. Verse 4 6 and 110. You see it? So, and as I said, وَلَا تَجْعَلْ صَلَاتَكَ. Don't allow the salat. You see, that is first part one. The second command said, وَلَا تُخَافِتْ بِهَا. No, you hide the meaning, don't hide the salat. You see, that is second part one. Then the third command, as I said, وَابْتَغِي بَيْنَ ذَلِكَ سَبِيلًا. But follow it with it. That is third part one. Then, this away between is for you to adjust your voice. You will not allow the hadith. Unless somebody come close to you, you hear, see this what Prophet is reciting. All your association, all your association into Tazbaha, all your association into I. You will adjust voice, meaning you will not allow the hadith. Then that is third one. That's way between, that's where the side is for. Then this away between, that's where fundamental. The proof about that when we go Surah Al-Zumar, when we go to Surah Al-Anfal, chapter 1, verse 24 said, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu istajibu lillahi wa lirasulihi idha da'akum lima yuhyikum wa 'alamu anna Allaha yakhinu bayna al-mar'i wa qalbihi wa annahu ilayhi tusharun. He said, oh, you who believe Allah and His Messenger, when He call you to that, which is giving life, and know that Allah come in between person aside and into him shall. He said, wa 'alamu anna Allaha yakhinu bayna al-mar'i wa qalbihi. And know that Allah come in between person aside. Then He gave a command in Surah Al-Isra. He gave us a command in Surah Al-Isra. Surah at the end of the verse, وَابْتَغِي بَيْنَ ذَلِكَ سَبِيلًا. But follow a webty. So you see, a webty is a whole matter. There's no doubt in that. So you see, that this a way between, that's way, this a webty, a full material, that is the best part one. Which Allah says, Surah Zumar chapter 9, verse 18 said, الَّذِينَ يَسْتَمِعُونَ الْقَوْلَ فَيَتَّبِعُونَ الْأَحْسَنَ أُولَٰئِكَ هُدَاهُمُ اللَّهُ وَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْأُولُو الْأَلْبَابِ. Those who listen to the word and follow the next part thereof, then those are whom Allah has right to guide, and then those are men of understanding. So you see, the whole Quran is the word Quran. Then when you listen to the Quran and then you follow the best part thereof, so you see a way is a word Quran, then the name of the way is a word Quran, that's the best one. So you see, then here look at it. And as I said, وَلَا تَجْعَلْ صَلَاتَكَ. Don't allow the salat. وَلَا تُخَافِتْ. Don't hide the salat. You see. That's the command. Then to talk about Allah says, وَابْتَغِي بَيْنَ ذَلِكَ سَبِيلًا. But follow it. But today, Muslim of these days went forth and disobey Allah. Went forth and allow their salat and hide it. They went forth and allow their salat and hide it. Well, Allah said, don't allow the salat, don't hide it, but follow it with it. So see, then those one they are the غَيْرِ الْمَكْتُوبِ. None of those who you any longer with, they are the Muslim of these days that went forth and disobey Allah, allow the salat and hide it. Why Allah said inside the Quran, don't allow the salat, don't hide it, but follow it. وَلَا تَجْعَلْ صَلَاتَكَ. Don't allow the salat, وَلَا تُخَافِتْ. Don't hide it. وَابْتَغِي بَيْنَ ذَلِكَ سَبِيلًا. But follow it. They went forth and disobey Allah, went forth and allow the salat and hide it. Then that allowing and hiding that the Muslims of this are doing the salat, the whole one has cast after, has rejected and then throw it back. So I see it. They are the غَيْرِ الْمَكْتُوبِ. None of those who you and those one that Allah ended His anger with, they are the Muslim of this age. That's it there. Then look at it here. They are the one that take all the hadith share equal to Allah hadith. Which hadith that all the one who ought share equal to Allah hadith. Which is Quran. The proof about that one we go Surah Zumar chapter 9 verse 23 said, Allahu nazzala al-ahsana al-haditha kitaban mutashabihan masaniyan taksha'irun minhu juludul ladhina yakshawna rabbahum summa talinu juluduhum wa qulubuhum ila dhikrillah dhalika hudallahi yahdi bihi man yasha wa man yudlillahu fama lahu min had. Allah mentions that He has sent down His best hadith. His word resemble each other in goodness and truth, and it's appropriated the skin of those who fear Allah shiva from him when the certain who hearing it, then their skin and the highest substance to remember of Allah. That's the guide of Almighty Allah. He guide whom He will, and then whom Allah has sent astray, for him there's no guide. So you see, Allah mentions that He has sent down His best hadith, meaning the hadith, meaning all the books that Allah sent His prophet did. That's what Allah called hadith. All the books that Allah sent His prophet did, That's what Allah called hadith. So in this time of Prophet, the name of the hadith of Allah which Allah sent Prophet with, that's what Allah called Qur'an, that's what we call Qur'an. Also the same in the time of Prophet Isa alayhi salam, the name of the hadith of Allah which Allah sent Prophet Isa alayhi salam with, that's what Allah called Injila, that's what they call Injila. Also the same time Prophet Dawud alayhi salam, the name of the hadith of Allah which Allah sent Prophet Dawud alayhi salam with, that's what Allah calls Zabura, that is what we call Zabura. Also at the same time Prophet Musa alayhi salam, the name of the hadith of Allah which Allah sent Prophet Musa alayhi salam with, that's what Allah called At-Torah, that's what we call At-Torah. Of the Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, of the Prophet Noah alayhi salam, of the later Prophet, of the Prophet Adam alayhi salam. So see, look at it here. Allah mentions, he said that he has sent down his message. You see the verse. So then this prophet that you are seeing, all the prophet, when they come, what they do, they translate the hadith of Almighty Allah. They translate the hadith of Almighty Allah. Every kalam, every word that comes outside from the mouth of prophet is a translation of the hadith of Allah. What is a translation of the hadith of Allah? All the prophet, when they come, they translate. The message he deliver, one that he warn you, every kalam that comes outside from the mouth of prophet is a translation of hadith of Allah. Then also what Prophet Musa, he translates the whole Quran. Every kalam, every word that comes outside from the mouth of prophet. Then, and then during his time is only one single hadith in the whole world entire, which is Holy Quran. That was a said came with. So you see, the criminal Arab Imam now went forth and authored the hadith. Shia equal to Allah hadith, lie on prophet, said that Prophet has said so. You see? Then, before that one, so you see, they now went forth and authored the hadith. Shia equal to Allah. Before that one, if you believe in the hadith of Allah only the way the prophet do, they translate it, and then you also translate it. You believe in only hadith of Allah, and then you translate the spreading to the mankind, to the people. Then you have followed. You are the Surat al-Lazina Namtali. Those who you bestow grace. You see, those, look at them. They are the one that believe in the hadith of Allah only. Then, but criminal Arab went forth and authored the hadith. Shaykh, what would Allah hadith? Lie on prophet. Say that prophet has said so. Look at it. Where you will know that they lied on prophet. All the Rawahu, when they author that, they write Allah Rasul at the beginning of the hadith. Rawahu al-Abir, Rawahu Ibn Abbas, all the hadiths. They write Allah Rasul at the beginning of the hadith. As if when you go to the time of Prophet Sallallahu, you will see hadith that they write say Allah Rasul. And then if they are certain that they write say Allah Rasul, they show me. But hadith Allah, which is Injila, as I said, Prophet Sallallahu with is as they say this word. Why Allah say why the Ula Sharika? As if when you go to the time of Prophet Dawud al-Islam, you will see hadith that is auto, they say Allah Rasul Dawud. And then if they are hadith that is auto, Allah Rasul Dawud, they show me. But hadith Allah, which is Zabura, as I said, Prophet Dawud al-Islam with is this in this word. Existed in this world, while Allah said, Wahdahu la sharika lahu, she worship him alone. As if when you go to the time of Prophet Musa alayhi salam, you will see hadith that is auto, they say Qala Rasul Musa. And then if there's hadith that is auto, they say Qala Rasul Musa, they show me. But hadith Allah, which is At-Torah, as I said, Prophet Musa alayhi salam, is existed in this world, while Allah said, Wahdahu la sharika lahu. As if when you go to the time of Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, you will see hadith that is auto, they say Qala Rasul Ibrahim. And then if there's hadith that is auto, they say Qala Rasul Ibrahim, they show me. You see, this way you know that the author that is lie on prophet, say Allah. Prophet. Then again, that hadith that the author lied on prophet, they now take that hadith and share it to Allah hadith, which is Holy Quran. And then when you recite hadith of Rawahu, or Rawahu, Ibn Abbas, all the bits that author the hadith. When you finish reciting the hadith, whether you like it or not, you will take that hadith and then share it to Allah hadith. You will say that hadith of this Rawahu is equal to so and so one, or it's like what Allah is saying so and so one, or it's similar to what Allah is saying in his hadith so one. Therefore, you now complete that rule. Therefore, Rawahu that authored that hadith is equal to who? You see, you are saying that it's equal to Allah. You see, that is shirk, saying that Allah never forgive. You have taken hadith of Rawahu and then share it to Allah hadith. You see, that is shirk, saying that Allah never forgive. So I say it. If you like, you take hadith of Abu Huraira. When you finish reciting it, whether you like it or not, you will say that this hadith of Abu Huraira is equal to so one. Or it's like what Allah is saying, or it's similar to what Allah is saying in his hadith, what is Quran. Therefore, you now complete that one. Therefore, Rawahu al-Abu Huraira, that authored the hadith, is equal to You see, you are saying that it's equal to Allah. You see, that is shirk. This is the ladder of it. Look at it. Then, as for the Muslim that went for and take hadith, other hadith, that this rawahu auto, Shaykh Qutut al hadith, you see, that is Gair al-Makdud. They had one taken other hadith, Shaykh Qutut al hadith. Then apart of that, when you go to Surah An-Nasa'i, chapter 5 verse 8, said, أَفَلَا يَتَدَبَّرُونَ الْقُرْآنَ وَلَوْ كَانَ مِنْ عِنْدِ غَيْرِ اللَّهِ لَوَجَدُوا فِيهِ اخْتِلَافًا كَثِيرًا. Don't you consider Quran carefully? Had it been from other than Allah, then surely you will have find there in many contradictions. Then surely you will have find there in many corrections. Then surely you will have find there in many a mistake. But because of hadith of Allah, which is from Quran, it's from all Ta'ala. That's why you see you will not find there in many contradictions. That's why you don't find there in many mistakes. That's why you don't find there in many corrections. But when you go to the hadith of Rawab, that ought. All the Rawab, Rawab Abu Rawab, Rawab Tirmidhi, all Rawab, Rawab Muslim, Rawab Abu Talib, all Rawab, even Abbas, all Ibn. They went for a right, say, Allah Rasul said that Prophet has said so at the beginning of the hadith. And then, when you go to the, when you recite, and then if truly Prophet is the one that say whatever is inside the hadith, then all the hadith will be the same. But because it's a considered law of Prophet, that's why I see in the hadith, you find there immediate contradiction. So you see it, when you recite hadith of this Rawah, immediately when you finish reciting it, and then you go to hadith of this Rawah, for you to expect this, to see the same thing, you see difference. You see that is contradiction. When you recite hadith of Abu Hurairah, and then you go to hadith of Muslim, for you to expect to see the same thing, you see difference. Abu Hurairah says something inside the hadith, and then when you go to the hadith of Muslim, you say no, it's not like that. It's not like that. This is how it is. When you recite hadith of Buhari, and then you go to the hadith of Abu Talib, for you to expect to see the same thing, you will see difference. You see, that is contradiction. Abu Hurairah, Buhari says something, when you go to the hadith of Abu Talib, you will see difference. When you recite hadith of this Rawahu, and then you go to hadith of this Rawahu, you see difference. You see, that is contradiction. Then truly, if it is all the hadith, if the hadith is Prophet saying, then whatever in the hadith will be the same. But because of the considered lie of Prophet, that's why you see you find there in many contradictions in the hadith. So is it that hadith. The Muslim of this world, Muslim of the whole world, of this time, of this generation, that went forth and disobey Allah, loud their salat and hiding, they are the one taking all the hadith, Shaykh Qutut Allah hadith. Inside the Quran, Allah give us command that don't loud the salat. ولا تجعل صلاتك don't loud the salat. ولا تخافي don't hide it. وابتغي بين السبيل but follow with it. No, Allah said this. Allah didn't say it well. It's not correct. So they are the one. They now went for they now went for and then go and loud the salat, go and hide it. And then that loud and hiding of salat, where you find it written inside the hadith of Prophet, which is the criminal Arab photo now Prophet. Shaykh Qutut al hadith. So I say it. You look at it. So this is, so if you take all the hadith, Shaykh Qutut al hadith, then you should know to yourself that is Gair al-Magdubi. Those one, they are the one that went for Allah the salat and hiding disobey Allah. These people, they are the people Allah talk about them in Surah Al-Anfal chapter 8 of God, verse 35 said, وَمَا كَانَ صَلَاتُهُ إِنْدَ الْبَيْتِ الْمَتَّكَاءً وَتَصْدِيَاتٍ فَذُوقُوا الْعَذَابَ بِمَا كُنْتُمْ تَكْفُرُونَ. Their salat in the house of Allah in Kaaba at Mecca was nothing but a wasted and a clapping of hands. Therefore, test the punishment of what is disbelief. Their salat in the house of Allah in Kaaba was nothing but a wasted and a clapping of hands. Therefore, test the punishment of what is disbelief. They are the people. Then the proof about that, you see, the Holy Quran is speaking about what is happening now. And then through best part of the Holy Quran, that's where you know that the Holy Quran is speaking about what is happening now. You see, when we go to the Allah said, وَلَا تَجْعَلْ صَلَاتَكَ don't loud the salat. You see, that is first one. Second command say, وَلَا تُخَافِ don't hide the salat. You see, that's second one. Then third command say, وَبَتَّقِي بَيْنَ ذَلِكَ but follow a way between. And then this way is way to adjust a way to you will not allow the hadith. Then this is a way between that we are seeing. The philosophy behind it has no end. Look at it here. The upper lip of the eye, that's first one. The down lip of the eye, that's second one. Then that your eye that you are blinking and seeing, that is third one. That's webting, that's all matter. You follow and blink your eye and see. Then the name of the webting of all matter, that's first one. Then that blinking of eye that you are blinking, is that not what is happening now? That is what is happening now. Therefore, the Holy Quran is speaking about what is happening now. Or seeing that you are seeing with your eyes, is that not what is happening now? That is what is happening now. Therefore, the Holy Quran is speaking about what is happening now. That's why when we come to mouth, the upper lip of the mouth with the upper teeth of the mouth, that's what's up. The down lip of the mouth with the down teeth of the mouth, that's what Quran. Then that your mouth that's going up and down while you are talking, while you are eating, that is third Quran. That's what empty. That's what one that the name of a way empty of all material. That's the best one. So you see a way empty of all material, you follow and talk and eat. Then that talking that you are talking with your mouth, is that not what is happening now? That is what is happening now. Therefore, the Holy Quran is speaking about what is happening now. Or eating that you are eating with your mouth, is that not what is happening now? That is what is happening now. Therefore, the Holy Quran is speaking about what is happening now. Hearing that you are hearing with your ears, that's what's happening. Breathing that you are breathing with your mouth, that's what's happening. Hearing that you are hearing with your ears, that is what's happening now. Walking that you are walking with your hand, that's what's happening now. Walking that you are walking with your leg, that is what's happening. Running that you are running with your leg, that's what's happening. That is what's happening now. Flying that the bed is flying with wings, that's what's happening now. Therefore, the Holy Quran is speaking about what's happening. Then, this loading and hiding that the Muslims of these days are doing in their salat, that is what is happening now. Therefore, the Holy Quran is speaking about what's happening now. Allah said, give us, come and said, Wala tajal salat ka, don't learn salat. Wala tajal, don't hide it. What the give in salat, but follow your empty. They went forth and disobey. Muslims of these days, they went forth and disobey Allah. Went forth and loud their salat and hiding. And then that louding and hiding of salat that they are doing is not a third one. Therefore, the Holy Quran has cast outside, has rejected, and then throw it back there. So is it that they are the one Allah said in Surah Al-Anfal, chapter 1, verse 35, said, وَمَا كَانَ صَلَاتُهُ إِنْدَ الْبَيْتِ الْمَتَكَاءَ وَتَوْضِيَا فَذُوقَ الْعَذَابَ مَا كُنْتُمْ تَكْفُرُونَ. Their salat in the house of Allah in Kaaba at Mecca was nothing but a wasting and a clap of hand. Therefore, tell the punishment of what you shouldn't believe. So you see the verse here. Then again, there are the people that talk about them in Surah Al-Maryam, chapter 91, verse 59 said, فَخَلَفَ مِنْ بَعْدِهِمْ خَلْفٌ أَضَاعُوا الصَّلَاةَ وَاتَّبَعُوا الشَّهَوَاتِ فَسَيَلْقَوْنَ غَيًّا. Then succeeded them an evil prosperity, who has given up their salat, who have lost their salat, either by not offering them well, or by not offering them in a proper time. Giving up their salat, lost their salat. You see the verse? They are the people that give up their salat. And as I said that inside one said, وَلَا تَجَلْ صَلَاتِكَ, don't let salat, don't hide it, what to give by in the salat, but follow everything. They went forth and disobey Allah, went forth and allowed their salat and hiding. Then that loud and hiding that Muslims of this are doing their salat, the Holy Quran has rejected, has cast outside, and throw it back there. Then that loud and hiding that Muslims of this are doing their salat, that is what is happening now. Therefore, the Holy Quran is speaking about what is happening now. There are the people, as I said, that succeeded them an evil prosperity, who has given up their salat, either by not offering them properly, or by not offering them well, or by not offering them in proper time. And then they lost their salat. They are the one that give up their salat. Then again, they are the people, as I talk about them in the Surah that is Muslim of these days. None of those who you anger with, they are the people that also end his anger with. Then again, in Surah Al-Maryam, chapter 91, verse 71 said, وَإِن مِّنكُمْ إِلَّا وَارِدُهَا كَانَ عَلَىٰ رَبِّكَ حَتْمًا مَّقْضِيًّا. Each one of you will pass over its hellfire. This is a decree from Allah that must be accomplished. Each one of you will pass over its hellfire. Look at it. This is a decree from Allah that must be accomplished. Look at the verse. There are people that tell them, say that, don't louder salat, don't hide it. But follow everything. They now went for and disobey Allah, went for and louder salat and hide it. Then don't loud it and hide it that we are doing the salat. One has cast outside and they throw it back there. Don't loud it and hide it that they are doing the salat. That is what is happening now. Therefore, the whole one is speaking about what's happening now. They are the people. Let's talk about it. You see? So that each one of them will enter hellfire, will test hellfire, will visit hellfire, Jahannam. Then there are people, as I said, talk about it in Surah Al-Furqan, chapter 25, verse 23 said, وَقَدِّمْنَا إِلَى مَا عَمِلُوا مِنْ عَمَلٍ فَجَعَلْنَاهُ هَبَاءً مَنثُورًا. We will turn whatever did they did into deed of particle dust scatter on the air. We shall turn whatever did they did into deed of particle of dust scatter on the air. There are people that also Allah said, "Wala tazarka, don't lie to Salah, wala tukabda, don't hide what to give bayna Salah." But for one thing, they went for and despair Allah, went for Allah, that's not a hide. Why that Allah didn't hide it? That they are doing, that Muslims are doing their Salah. The whole one has rejected, has cast aside and thrown it back. Then that Allah didn't hide it, and Muslims are doing their Salah. That is what's happening now. Therefore, the whole one is thinking about what's happening now. Yeah, the people also say that whatever did they do, we will turn it to a deed of particle of dust scatter on the air. The proof about that, look at it. Arab Imam. All the wow. The fiqhs, Imam al-Fiqh and others, they author their books. Say that hadith, their qawaidi, their alari, their ishmawi, all the way that they author. They say that it is sahabi that are near to the Prophet. When at the time that Prophet Muhammad sallam is saying, the sahabi, his sahabi, they are the one writing it down. Whatever he say, then whatever they are writing, that is what you will find inside their hadith, inside their qawaidi, inside their ishmawi, inside all the book that they author. You see, that is lie. That is lie that they lie. Then that lie, that is first part of the Quran. Then second part of the Quran, another father with a question. And he proposes them. When Allah said, give him command, go and tell the Ummah, said, Wala tija suradka, don't lie to Salat, Wala tukabja, don't hide it, what the key pain is Salah, but follow it. Then instead of proposing to go and deliver the message, exactly what Allah sent him, no, he didn't deliver. He now went for and destroy Allah, and then tell his Ummah, his own desire, say that you should go and allow the Salat, and then go and hide it. And then that louder of Salat and hide it, that the Muslims are doing their Salat, where you find it written inside their hadith, inside their qawaidi, inside their ijma'i, inside all the book that ought. And then that louder and hide it, that the Muslims are doing their Salat is not written inside one. Therefore the whole one has cast aside, has rejected, and they throw it back to them. You see, since in this word, the whole one has rejected their deed, whatever deed they did. Their Salat entirely, the whole one rejected. That is second part of one. Then the third part of Quran, Allah now said in Surah Al-Furqan, chapter 24, Quran, verse 23, said, وَقَدِّمْنَا إِلَى مَا عَمِلُوا مِنْ عَمَلٍ فَجَعَلْنَاهُ هَبَاءً مَنثُورًا. We shall turn whatever did they did into deed of particle of dust scatter on the air. Their salat and fasting is a deed of deed. Then their salat and fasting, the whole Quran rejected, cast outside and throw it back to them. Then if the whole Quran rejected the salat of the Muslims and their fasting, then what remained, the Muslims would do that to please Allah. Then the whole one rejected, cast aside and throw it back. Then that's why Allah says, we shall turn whatever did they did into deed of particle of dust scatter on the air. That is third one. That's what all matter. Then the name of the way of all matter, that's best, that is best part of one. Look at it. Then they are the people. Allah said talk about them in Surah T. فويل للمصلين الذين هم عن صلاتهم ساهون الذين هم يراءون ويمنعون الماعون. Allah said that is a punishment of those who are not perform salat well. ويل للمصلين الذين هم عن صلاتهم ساهون الذين هم يراءون ويمنعون الماعون. You see, there are people that went for Allah salat and hide it, disobey Allah. Allah says, "Wala tazarka, don't lie to Salah, wala tukabja, don't hide it, what to give by the Zalik Salah, but follow with it." They now went for and disobey Allah, went for Allah Salah and hide it. Why the loudness of hiding that most of these are doing their Salah is not a Tisar one, therefore the one has cast outside, has rejected and throw it back to them. Then that loudness and hiding that most of these are doing their Salah, that is what is happening now. Therefore the whole one is speaking about what is happening now. Look at the verse. Look at it. The whole Quran is speaking about what's happening now. So you see, they are the people. So you see, from FATIHA to NASI, look at it. That's the translation of the Quran. That's the fourth translation of the Quran. From FATIHA to NASI, which is from Gair al-Maghdub. That's from FATIHA. That's Gair al-Maghdub. None of those who you in anger with, they are people that end his anger with. They are performing salat where you are performing. They are performing salat where you are, but their salat, Allah rejected. Allah said that their salat is nothing but what's in the clap of hand. The whole Quran reject their salat. So you see, that's enough. So does it. Then again, about of that. Then again, the verse now continues said, "Wala dhalin." None of those who went astray. So look at it here. Arab language come from the right side. If you like, you use the right side. If you like, you use the left side and write whatever you want to write. Your writing must start from the right side. Allah is going to place that Arab language in the right side, and then no one can change that. Then, if you believe Allah is now repeat the whole one in Arab language that comes from the right side, then if you believe in the whole one only, then you should know to yourself, since in this world you belong to the right side, and then no one can change that. That is Surat al-Ladina an'amta alayhim. Those who you bestow your grace, they are the one that believe in the hadith of Allah only the way the Prophet believed in it, translated. That's how they believe in it only. Which Surah? Then, none of those who you anger with, they are the people that the Muslims of this that went for and disobey Allah, loud and surround and hiding. They are the one that take the order hadith shaykh to Allah. Look at it. Then, the verse now said, then again, then the Holy Quran, recitation of what? The sound of Qira'ah, which is recitation of what? If you believe in the sound of Qira'ah, only you turn your ears to the sound of Qira'ah only, then you should know to yourself, because that's what only the Muslim have. Sound of Qira'ah only. Then if you turn your ears to the sound of Qira'ah only, then you should know to yourself, you belong to the right side. And that is Surat al-Lazina an'amta alayhim. Those who you bestow grace. Then, none of those who you anger, they are the people that hear the sound of Qira'ah, genuine sound of music. Mandiri. Those ones that perform Mandiri. Sound of Mandiri. They call it Bege. Say that they are prophet, present prophet. They are the people, Munafiqs. And then they are the Muslims of this. Then there are those that went forth and say that they are singing for prophet. Singing for prophet. You see it? Then, here that you are seeing it. They are the people, they started that Bege. They said that Bege is for you to sing for prophet. They said that when you want to praise prophet, you want to sing for prophet, you will sing it, you will praise prophet inside your heart. Then gradually, they now bring it outside. Gradually, they now started, they are singing for prophet, beating drum, calling the name of prophet. Gradually, they said they are singing for prophet, dancing, beating drum, calling the name of prophet. Gradually, they are singing for prophet, dancing, beating drum, clapping their hand, calling the name of prophet. And then that is what, if a disbeliever of Allah died, that's what they used to do to him. They sing for him, dance for him, to beat drum for him, clap their hand for him, before they put him inside grave. Look at it, that's what they are doing to the prophet. You see, that's Gair al-Maktubi, Munafiq. And then Munafiq and Kafir, they are brother, senior brother and junior. Then, look at the verse. Then, what actually none of those who went and said, you see, English language come from left side. If you like, use the right side. If you like, use the left side. Whatever you want to write, your writing must start from the left. Allah sometimes want to place that English language in the left side. Then Bible is written in English language that comes from the left side. Then if you believe in the Bible, then you should know to yourself, since in this world you belong to the left, and then there's no one can change that. There's no one can change that. So is it. Then that is well and duly those. None of those who went and said, those that went and said, they are the Christian and all that. That choose for themselves Ashabul Shimal. Those belong to the left. Ashabul Shimal. Then they are the people that Allah talk about them in Surah Al-A'raf, chapter 7 verse 169 said, فَكَلَفَ مِنْ بَعْدِهِمْ وَوَرِثُوا الْكِتَابَ يَأْخُذُ الْأَرْضَ هَذَا أَدْنَى ويقولوا سيكفرنا وإياتهم أرض مثله يأخذهم سيعلم يؤخذ عليكم ميثاق الكتاب أن لا يقول على الله إلا الحق والدرس ما فيه والدار الآخرة خير للذين يتقون أفلا تعقلون. He said, then succeeded them evil generation. After them succeeded them evil generation, who inherit the book, who choose for themselves no evil prison. Then after them succeeded evil generation, which inherit the book, but they choose for themselves the good of this life, of this Lord, life, evil preserve of the world, saying excuses, everything will be forgiven to us. When something comes to them, tests come to them, they will go and commit it. When something about sin, anything sin, come to them, they will go and commit it. And then they will come back and say, everything will be forgiven to us. When something comes, they will go and drink, dance, do this, do anything that is disobedient to Allah. Then they will come back and say, everything will forgive to us. Then Allah said, Alam yuqadha alaykum misaqul kitabin Allah yaqul ala Allahi illa al-haqqa wa darasu ma fi. Allah said that was not the covenant of the book taken from them that they will say not, they will not say about Allah anything but the truth. And then they have studied what is in the book. And the home of the after is better for those who are muttaqun, pious. And then when you look at it, the one that choose for themselves evil, low life of the displeasure of the world, they are the Christians and all that. They are the one that I don't want to die. I don't want to die. No, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. You see them, they are afraid of death. They choose for themselves evil, pleasant, low life, evil, pleasant of the world. You see that is well adorned. Those who went astray, look at it. Who want to translate it. Look at it. That's translation one. Then you see, Munafiq and Kafir, they are brothers. They are brothers. Don't you see how their dress is? This one, they are the one that went for Allah, their salat and hide it. That's most of this is Munafiq. They are brother to the Kafir. They are the one that hear the sound of music, which is Mandiri. It's the sound of Qira'ah, Johnny with sound of music. You see, they are the one taking the order hadith, share control hadith. Munafiq, look at it. Then they are the one that Allah said, Innal munafiqina fi tarki al-asfar min al-nar. Then Munafiq, hypocrite will be under the fire. Then a part of that, Kafir, they are the one hearing the sound of music. And then before I said it, when you go to their churches, you will find them singing, dancing in their prayer. They have to sing and dance. Then, if you turn your ears to the sound of music, with singing and dancing, then you should know to yourself, since in this world you belong to the left, and then there's no one can change that. You belong to the left. So look at it. Then, this is a translation one from FATIHA to NASI. That is fourth translation. Then these people that you are seeing, these Muslims of this that went for Allah, their salat and hide it, disobey Allah. And those ones that are not even performing salat at all, which is kafir, then they are the one that choose for themselves left hand side, aswab shimal. Then they are the one that will glorify Allah with Allahu Akbar that appear in the left hand side, every mankind body inside hellfire. They are the people that will glorify Allah with Allahu Akbar that appear in the left hand side of every mankind body inside hellfire. Look at it here. Unwillingly. That is fourth translation of the one from Fatiha to Nas. And then again about Allahu Akbar that appear in the left hand side of every mankind body. The philosophy behind it has no end. When you come to it, you look at it, your body, you look at it how I draw it. Allahu Akbar that appear in the left side of every mankind body. Then the way Allahu Akbar appear in the left side of every mankind body, that's how even animal that you are seeing, Allahu Akbar has appeared in the left side of every in their body. The way Allah Akbar, the way you are, the way Allah Akbar appear in the left side of every mankind body, that's how all the birds that's how created, Allah Akbar has appeared in the left side of their body. The way Allah Akbar appear in the left side of every mankind body, that's how all the leaves that are created, their left side, Allah Akbar has appeared. And then where you would notice, when you are saying Allahu Akbar, you move your body. You move over and say Allahu Akbar. So, them also, animals that are created, birds, and the leaves, when they are moving, that's where you see Allahu Akbar has appeared in their left side of their body. When you go to the trees that are created, the way you move your body, when you say Allahu Akbar, and then that time when you move, that time that's Allahu Akbar appear in the left side of every mankind body. That's how All those in that racket, Allah has appeared in their left side of their body. Just like when come to the thing that bicycle, motorcycle, vehicle, aeroplane, when they are moving, the way Allah has appeared in the left side of every makabad, that's how Allah has appeared in the left side of the bicycle, motorcycle, vehicle, aeroplane. And then where you notice, when you want to say Allah Akbar, you will move your hand up. You move it. Then also there, those things that you manufacture, when they are moving, let's Allah Akbar appear in their body. And then they are glorifying Allah Akbar. We are glorifying. When you go to it, there's a lot of things that you manufacture. Look at it. And then when you are driving bicycle, motorcycle, vehicle, aeroplane, when you are going, you will see a way they are turning. All this way that they are turning, you will see Allah Akbar. They will turn those way that they are turning. When you look at it, when you are going to say this car from the way you are seeing on their ways when they are going, anywhere you are going, you see sometimes you see this Allah Akbar, it will curve it when it's going. Bicycle, motorcycle, aeroplane, anything that has wheel can move. You see that stretch it out. That is it there. The philosophy behind it has no end. And the bird also, bird that is flying, his wing, the way Allah Akbar has made. You see, when you want to say Allah Akbar, you move your hand. And that's how the bird has fly. Allah Akbar has appeared in the left side of every bird. So see, that is full translation part from FATIHA to NASI, which is Allah Akbar that appear in the left side of every makam. So philosophy behind it has no end. Philosophy behind it has no end. So I think this is where I'm going to stop. And then when you look at it, even see what, look at it, Allah Akbar. The way it's moving, the way you are moving and say Allah Akbar, that's how you see water also describing it. Rain that is falling from the sky, the way it's moving, Allah Akbar. The way it appears in your body, that's how this rain that falling from the sky describe it. So you see, philosophy behind it has no end. So, sun, you see it also. So I think animals, lion, the way you move your body, say Allah Akbar, that's how their body also. When you are moving, Allah Akbar appear in their body, the left side of their body. So that's false translation for FATIHA, any kind of animal. So you see, rain that is falling, fire. When you say Allah Akbar, that's how when you say your hand move, then that's how Allah Akbar appear in their left side. So I think this one I'm going to solve. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.